Hi there, it's Kieran from Results Focused Fitness coming to you from the studio. I just wanted you to consider a statement. It's your best thinking got you to where you are now. Okay, so the thinking that you're using has got you to exactly where you are in life now. Now, if you're not where you want to be, or you're doing things that aren't serving you well, then I think you should consider that it is your thinking that needs to be addressed, as opposed to doing the next diet, doing the next exercise, because that's all to do with your thinking too. So your best thinking got you to where you are now. So, like I said, if you don't like where you are now, okay, your own thinking is not going to create a solution to that problem. Let me tell you a little story. 11 years ago, I was living and working in London. I used to work in the fashion industry. I was a fashion stylist of all things. I used to dress people up, and I lectured at university. I went for it. I went to London. I got into the industry just by writing letters to magazines. I didn't know anybody, but I plugged away and I got in there, and I did really well in the industry. However, I didn't do well in my own personal life. I wasn't looking after myself, and essentially what I did was I drank. Okay, I drank to try and stay in control. Okay, I believed that drinking would help control the way I felt and kind of numb out the things that I didn't want to think about. However, the alcohol was just controlling me, and it's the same with food. All of any kind of behaviour doesn't have to be associated with a drink or a drug or food. Okay, just a behaviour that is destructive. And eventually that got the better of me completely, and I lost everything. In fact, I lost the plot completely, and I was arrested several times. I was hospitalised, and I was sectioned more than once. Okay, so I did really well in fashion, but I did horrendously in my own personal life. I ended up with nothing. However, I now have just opened this personal training studio 11 years after I went to rehab, and I've turned it all around. Okay, so when I was living in London and working in the fashion industry and drinking, I was massively stressed out. Okay, and I want you to know that when you are in a stressed state of mind, okay, the decisions you make are going to be based around the thinking that you have in the stressed state of mind. Okay, the same if you are angry, if you're anxious, okay, if you're scared, okay, you're not going to make good, rational decisions. Your decisions are influenced by the emotional state that you're in. So I want you to think about, how do you feel right now? Okay, if you've got like a really responsible job, or you're making massive decisions for your family on a daily basis, but you're in a really bad state of mind, okay, the decisions you're making, okay, are going to be affected by the emotional state that you're in. Now, if you were able to change that and get into a really good state of mind, then you would make awesome decisions. You would make great decisions, okay, and I guarantee that your life will change. So, your best thinking got you to where you are now. So let's consider where we are now. Albert Einstein said, famously, okay, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Now, I want you to consider what you're doing. Okay, how many times have you joined a gym? How many times have you been on a diet? How many times have you done a repeat behaviour to get a quick fix result? Okay, really, okay, it's not going to give you what you want in the long term, but you do it anyway. Okay, that's your thinking. Your best thinking gets you there. Okay, and in order to move forward and make massive change, you have to change that way of thinking. Okay, and in order to do that, you need to reframe the way you look at things. Now, if you want a little bit of help with this, okay, just comment in the box below, and I'll send you a link to an awesome little tool I've got that will help you to get awesome results. All right, cheers, bye.